Right, well, this is the last Labour wrap and indeed the last Inside Labour column for this year, 2014. I thought I should have a review of the year. Then looking back, it's been such a tumultuous year. It's been perhaps, I think, the most turbulent and taxing year in the last 20. And it brought to mind often a bit of advice that's actually taken from something that was written or allegedly written by Antonio Gramsci, the radical Italian philosopher. And that was, at times like this, one should exercise pessimism of the intellect and optimism of the will. By this is meant, if you really look at the situation quite honestly and openly, you have to be a bit pessimistic, or more than a bit actually. We have a situation where household debt, for example, is at dangerous levels, and not just in South Africa. This is something we must stop thinking parochially. This is a global problem. And what do we have? We have the bloody head of Cold War imperialism rising up again. We have barbarism in the form of, cloaked in the form of religious fundamentalism. Those are just the big stories. But there's growing unemployment, there's growing suffering, there's growing hunger in a world of plenty, a world which still has plenty, although it's getting more and more polluted and more overused. So if one looks at it objectively, there is room for pessimism. There are plenty of dark clouds coming in on us. But at the same time, the majority of people, and that would be the working as well as the workless majority, have even been joined by leading financiers who say we can't have business as usual. There's a recognition that change is necessary. And that brings about the silver lining to those dark clouds. And a lot of them exist in the form of the labour movement. Organizations such as Union Solidarity International, Global Union, Industrial, the last two, of course, having been involved in the Bangladesh Accord. A fantastic breakthrough. Very small, very messy yet, not comprehensive. But you obviously have the will of the majority is to have a world of peace, a world of greater equality, a world of jobs for all, perhaps, whatever. The point is a better life for all. And these are the silver linings to those dark clouds. And therefore, I thought, well, this is what I'll concentrate on in my last Inside Labour column, which you can read on this platform, Fin24, tomorrow, as usual, and on page 2 of the business section of the City Press on Sunday. But think about that issue of the will. There have been people throughout history faced with the grimmest of situations, and having to confront those situations have come together, rallied together, developed a clarity of purpose and rolled back those dark clouds. Perhaps it'll take a long time, but perhaps we may yet move towards, beginning next year, move towards a better world for all, where we can roll away those clouds of oppression, exploitation and war beyond the horizon forever. That, in any event, is the hope, I think, of the majority of humanity, certainly of most of the trade unions and the labour movement, who really, when it comes down to it, despite all their bureaucratic tendencies, the distortions that have taken place, remain a bulwark of democracy. And I think that'll be all from me for this week and this year. And I wish you all a very good, prosperous new year in terms of fighting for a better world. Cheers.